Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of In the Car with Kurt. This is episode 3 of 3 for today. If you haven't watched the other 3 videos, you'll know that I'm knocking 3 of them out back to back simply because I've got a lot of stuff to cover. I've been away for a little while. Been a few weeks since I put a video up. Just got kind of crazy with life for a little bit. So anyway, I would like to talk about the events after SummerSlam. First off, Sasha Banks is back. The word I heard is that it was none other than Paul Heyman who convinced her to come back, which I think is cool. And if anybody was going to be able to, it would be, it would be the Paulrus. So, but I dig the blue look. I dig the super heel she's got going after Natty. Now, I could definitely be down with Sasha. With Sasha being the one to topple Becky. I like Becky a lot more than I like Sasha, but I would be okay with seeing Sasha Banks take the Raw Women's title off of Becky Lynch. Sasha's come back. She's a little more fierce. She's a little more vicious, and I think that that's definitely what needs to happen with her. No more of this, is she a heel, is she a face, is she a heel, is she a face? Just straight up bitch mode and just destroying. I dig it. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this in hefty quantities. Or move her to SmackDown. Move her right on over to SmackDown after her shit with Natty and have her take on Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Let's get some closure to that. But same note, I could be down with her going against Becky, but I would kind of like Sasha to win. I like it when the characters that I like have good title runs, but I also like it when I don't want to see the title on the same person forever. And I love Becky. I absolutely love Becky. And I've always loved Becky Lynch since the first time I ever saw her wrestle. And I think that if she were to lose it to Sasha, it's a credible loss. But it's also been a really good run. She won the belt at Mania. She's held on to it in spite of all the other bullshit. So I'm good. I'm good if she loses it anytime between now and whenever. So I could be down with that. What do you think of Sasha coming back? Next in line, I'd like to talk about King of the Ring. I am so glad that they brought this back. However, there is one thing I'd like to change. I was talking with a friend of mine at work about this, and I think he agrees that, okay, so you win King of the Ring, and you are the king, and that's fine and all, but I think that if you win King of the Ring, you should get a title opportunity for one of the mid-card titles. It would kind of bring back the relevance of the mid-card title, but it would also it'd give you the opportunity to get some gold on your waist. Like if you win a King of the Ring, I don't like the idea of it getting a major title run because then it kind of overshadows Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber in a sense. And I don't like that being messed with because those are sacred in my opinion. Especially the Royal Rumble is sacred for me. But like if you win King of the Ring, you should get a shot at either the U.S. Championship or the Intercontinental Championship. And I think that that's just how it should go. So what do you guys think of this idea? Are you glad they brought King of the Ring back? Do you think that they should earn more than just a damn bragging title? And hey, I get to have a scepter, a robe, and a crown. Whoop-a-dee-doo. I just want your guys' opinion, I guess. Let's see. I had one other thing I was going to talk about in this video, and for some reason it's eluding me because I'm trying to knock these all out back to back, and I don't have any of my prep. I didn't take any notes earlier on because it was too much to write down for 3 videos. I'll probably make a video for the AEW pay-per-view that's going to come out in a couple weeks, All Out. Two of my friends, shout out to Jeff Jordan and Chris Jordan, they're going to be there. So I expect a sign or something. Maybe I'll be able to see you in the crowd. I will not be there because I will be watching it on TV. But good for you guys. I'm glad you're going. So anyway, man, I can't remember what the last thing I was going to talk about was. How silly is that? But anyway, so I guess we're going to cut the video off a little short. We talked about King of the Ring. We talked about Sasha Banks coming back. And I think this is all a lot of really good stuff. I think that they're going in the right direction with some of this. I am excited to see how they handle things coming on to the back end of the year. I know we've got Survivor Series looming. I mean, it's not right here, but it's coming. It's looming overhead. And I'd be curious to see what they do with Survivor Series. With NXT coming to television, wouldn't it be cool if just for one of the Survivor Series matches we had like a 6-on-6, NXT versus main roster? That would be kind of cool, don't you think? I don't know. With the wild card rule in effect, which I still will forever say is the stupidest damn thing, but with that in effect, I kind of think Raw versus SmackDown has kind of run its course. I mean, it's fun and all, but like, I miss having like the heel face stable matches. You could have like one Raw versus SmackDown match for as far as Survivor Series matches go, like traditional Survivor Series matches. But like, I wouldn't mind seeing like, I don't want this exactly, but like, the Revival and Randy Orton versus the New Day. There's your Survivor Series match. Obviously, you'd have to chime in a few more. I like the number 6 for Survivor Series. I don't know why. But if we were going to do a Survivor Series matchup where it was NXT versus the main roster, my NXT team pick would obviously be all of the Undisputed Era with Johnny Gargano and Dream. Velveteen Dream, or if not Velveteen Dream, then maybe Matt Riddle. And it would be interesting to see how they are forced to like team up with each other versus the fact that they hate each other. The Undisputed Era hates all those guys, and it'd be cool to see who they'd match up against them. I don't know. I think it'll more than likely still just be Raw versus SmackDown, but you never know. You never know. So with that being said, what do you guys think about Survivor Series coming? What do you guys think of King of the Ring? That's what I really want to hear about. What do you think about King of the Ring? Honestly, I think if they're going to make a heel win King of the Ring, Drew McIntyre, 100%. If I had to pick a SmackDown side, it would be Andrade. But I really think that it's going to be Drew. If they're going to have a face, I would say Kevin Owens, but he just got knocked out over some bullshit. So that's a no-go. But what do you guys think? Who's going to win King of the Ring? Do you like the idea of King of the Ring? Are you glad they brought it back? As always, I've been Kurt, and you've been in the car.